Welcome to Steaming Ahead in Science. I'm Katie McCurdy from Gulf Coast State College.
And I'm Erin Brack with Bay District Schools.
So today we're going to be doing a small experiment with things that you can find in your house. We are going to be doing weathering and erosion. The items that you will need to complete this experiment will be some graham crackers, water. If you have an eyedropper or medicine dropper at home, you could probably use a straw as well. A graham cracker, and then some type of plate. It can be a paper plate or a regular dish plate. So Erin's going to walk us through weathering and erosion with the graham cracker.
So the graham cracker represents earth. Some small cracks in earth in our water coming from our dropper or our straw represents factors like rain. Rain, when it hits the earth, especially along those cracks, starts to form runoff or come down our graham cracker. If you notice, over time, another rainstorm a couple weeks later, another rainstorm, or years later.
So how does that kind of impact the landform? I think when I'm driving through the mountains or the Grand Canyon or somewhere like that, or even along the beach, you start to see just some different levels. Is that caused from weathering and erosion?
You'll start to see more of an indentation, or like the Grand Canyon, you start to see where it wears away, and you get the deeper groove in the landform. So if you look at our graham cracker now, and we compare it to an original graham cracker, notice how it's starting to cave in where the rain or our dropper of water was hitting our graham cracker. Now, eventually, over time, maybe thousands of years later, if it continues to rain in that area, especially where our land was already weakened along the crack, it could potentially split altogether.
It looks like it's causing it to break down. It's getting the graham crackers getting really mushy and soggy and things like that.
That's exactly it. Weathering is when the earth is wearing away or breaking down from our natural factors like wind and rain. Now, another activity you can do with the same graham cracker and the same materials, especially if you have a straw, is you can look at how when you break up your graham cracker after some weathering, maybe it wasn't water and rain, but maybe it was some type of feature that crushed and crumbled your rock. But on this, we have different size sediment. Sediment is just the small pieces of rock that have broken down into tiny particles of sand and dirt. But if we look now at our tiny pieces, if you are a factor of wind and you blow the sediment, which particles do you think are going to blow easier?
Well, I would say the small particles are going to blow the easiest just because they're smaller in size.
Yeah, so not to make a mess in your kitchen or you'll have to clean it up. But Katie, do you want to try to act like a gentle wind on the sediment? Now notice which pieces of your graham cracker are moving.
The small ones.
The small ones.
The big ones barely moved. And again, I think if you were a kid at home, you'd probably blow really, really hard, which would probably move some of those big ones. But remember, a light wind. We're going for a light wind.
Well, if you're doing this outside, maybe you could do that and show some hurricane force or stronger winds and see just how much energy is needed to move those bigger boulders.
Very nice.
So now we have weathering, wearing down the rock, and erosion. The erosion moved it. The last thing, did you notice where the small sediment was piling up?
It looked to be piling up around the edges of the plate.
Yeah, if you have an area that blocks the erosion force, that's called deposition. And now we have a new landform forming, maybe in a mound or a hill of our graham cracker mountain.
Very nice. All right, anything else to add for weathering and erosion?
That's it for today.
Well, we hope you enjoyed, and we look forward to seeing you next time.